The master
Ready?
artist.
Yes.
Trip Digital Radio, Sound Art Expression, your man DJ Journey. We have Kat in the building, and we have Marquita Monet. We have the master artist, Jason Lee. What's going on, guys?
Yes.
New
All
team,
good.
new way, new day. How about that?
Day.
So, Catherine.
I would love to welcome
Yes.
this beautiful woman. What's
Thank
your
you.
name?
Thank you.
And most importantly, where are you from?
My name is Marisa Nieto, and I am from Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yes,
Like, we
yes,
can
yes.
say it. Head shakes below the table right now. So, in being where you're from, like what your surroundings and everything, how does that influence you?
Definitely influences me a lot. My music mostly stems from me, like being Puerto Rican, not just kind of like sound wise, but also my lyrics and stuff. It definitely takes a toll on everything that I do for sure. So yeah, defintly.
Can you
huge
do like some like R rolls for us?
Yes.
Can you roll some R's for us?
Oh my God, yes. All day long.
Getting that vibe up in there, getting the energy up.
Exactly. I'm like Cardi B. Okay.
Hold on.
Whoa.
What do you,
that energy.
hold on. Since you bring up Cardi B,
Okay.
what do you think of Cardi B?
Yo, she's killing it.
Okay.
I
all right.
stand
Big up
Cardi
Puerto
B.
Rico.
Yes,
We-
100%.
We lived in New York a very, very long time, and Spanish Harlem, the
Yeah.
Bronx, and everything like that. Puerto Rico, it's a big thing to
Yeah.
be Puerto Rican.
Oh my God, 100%.
Yeah.
It's a huge thing, especially
Yes,
right now.
yes.
Yeah.
And big up to the beautiful women of Puerto Rico.
Yes,
man.
yes.
I mean,
Shout
that's-
out to.
You know,
all of
you
them.
want beauty, you know where to go to get it. You know. Like,
How long have you been here?
2 years. I recently, July 11th, turned 2-year-old in LA.
You're a baby.
But I know. And people keep saying that. And for sure now, I just started feeling like I live in LA.
Do you
just
feel like
now.
you get a
It
little
takes-
bit of
it takes some time.
Puerto Rico
Oh my God.
in LA? Like, does it feel a little bit home for you?
100%. The beach vibe, and like there's a ton of Spanish speaking people out here. Out of everywhere I've lived in the States, like definitely, yes, LA is where it's at. I love it. Definitely
Awesome.
reminds me of
Welcome,
home.
welcome.
so
Thank
tell me
you.
this:
Thank you.
what brought you to LA? Like,
The arts.
The
The
arts.
arts. Yeah,
It was
my
just
whole
arts.
life, singing, acting, just everything performance wise, and LA is where it's at. You know?
did you go to performance school back in?
I actually studied theater in
Okay.
New Orleans, in Louisiana.
Oh, you're on my territory now. That's where I was born.
Yes,
girl.
yes.
Oh.
I went to Loyola.
Oh, Loyola, really?
I did.
How did you
Smart.
end up
Yeah.
in Loyola from Puerto Rico?
I know.
It was
Crazy, right?
it was the
And I feel like I got that.
daddies.
That's everything. No
beauty
wonder
and
I
the
love
brains.
your energy. Yeah, no wonder I love your energy
So I came
much.
here from New Orleans.
So you came here from New Orleans. So
Wow.
you were born in, were you born in Puerto
Born
Rico?
and raised in Puerto Rico.
And then you
Mhm.
moved to,
Moved to
New Orleans for college.
And then
I love that. Well, we're
yeah.
sisters. I was at LSU.
oh,
but
let's
New
go.
Orleans,
Yes, I have so many friends from us here.
And oh my, that
Love
is
it.
just-
Love it. Love New Orleans.
So let's talk about the art. So how would you describe the work that you do in art?
Definitely a fusion. Definitely a fusion. I rap in Spanish and sing kind of like
Hold on.
jazzy vibes.
Let's
In
Journey go with you
English.
too.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
definitely
Spell check
mixing all of my
You
influences.
rap
Definitely
in
a fusion
Spanish.
and kind of poppy. Like I would like to think that it's more on the like.
Jason Lee,
Yeah.
should we have her bust a rhyme right now?
Oh, she definitely needs
Yeah,
to
Jason,
she needs
Jason,
to flow for
Jason.
sure.
Yes, and we were talking. Okay,
I'm
okay,
feeling
let's
that
go.
vibe,
Let's
though,
go. We're gonna
Let's do it.
snap a little bit.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Dave, do you want to beatbox? I mean, I don't know.
Yes. Look,
Girl, beat.
drum roll,
Hold on, let's
please.
get a snap going. Let's test
Yeah,
this one.
yeah.
Mm.
Como pintura blanca, la espuma mancha, se une en líneas y se van de marcha con el tira y jala. Mundo ataca, el mundo atrapa, tan solo una etapa, viajando el mundo, ir sin rumbo, gente buena o con gente mala, no sé. Ey,
Hey,
yo no
girl.
sé.
Cardi B.
Yes.
Out.
Yes.
Come on.
Marisa,
Let's
Marisa.
go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody's got a problem. This thing.
Yeah.
Laying underneath and our
That's-
chairs
that's
are
funky.
rocking.
Exactly. Fire
That's
emoji,
funky.
fire emoji, fire
Yes, let's
emoji.
go.
Yeah, girl. 1, 2, 3. Exactly.
All right, so I gotta ask, like, what do you like? What got you into like hip hop, like rapping?
Honestly,
was your influences?
Super on influences all over the place. Definitely.
Name one. Name a couple.
Well, favorite rappers, I love J. Cole, love Kendrick Lamar, which is like
What?
not the kind of
Lyricist.
style. Yeah, definitely not the kind of style that I have. But I also really like this girl, Nati Peluso, which
Okay.
definitely has a huge
Okay.
influence on me. And even though I didn't really grow up like listening to like hardcore reggaeton or anything, it's definitely had an influence on
Yeah.
me like later in my life. So just like Bad Bunny, like J Balvin, like the people that are really like building up the Latino
and you
community.
say those names right. Everybody's like J Balvin.
Yes,
It's
and,
like,
and
no.
in Puerto Rico we say Bad Bunny, and I just said Bad Bunny because I was trying to be all proper. But
Nah,
Like,
say
LA,
it
so
proper.
everybody-
Say it
everybody-
right.
so everyone gets it.
Exactly. So
No, no, I mean, when the culture comes through, we have to teach each other how to originate what's going on,
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
when we
Respect.
approach these people, it's just like we say their name. It's like, no, that's the American way.
Yeah.
This is the right way. We got to
Yeah.
correct people
Yeah, let's
into the
yo,
culture.
and that's I was saying it outside. I don't care if you can say my name or not, but I'm gonna say Marisa Nieto. Like
Exactly. I'll politely
Yes.
re-say it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I will redirect you. On that note, with influence, though, like I'm still really feeling that. Your influences, what influence would you say as it relates to music or any in any area of performance arts, really, influenced you in such a way where you felt like Loyola was the school that you would go to? Because anybody that chooses a school in the South, unless that was just you happened to live there and then you decided to go to college, what type of music influenced you, or what was it about the culture of the South, specifically New Orleans, that made you choose that university or even apply for it?
So honestly, I applied to it because I had a ton of friends that went there.
Okay.
And
There
it
you go.
definitely, it's kind of
The
like
results?
a pop-in school where I'm
Okay.
at. Yeah, where I grew up. Like it was definitely a ton of people went there. But I hadn't been to New Orleans at all before I
Right.
went to college. And I knew that it was a super jazzy city and a lot of like old school music, kind of like
Right.
burlesque type.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that was probably what attracted, and even though I don't do burlesque,
So
I'm
your
not opposed,
friends.
but I don't do it. Yeah, but
So
my
how your friends were,
friends.
their energy, their
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah, and definitely the people, Loyola always had such a reputation of being like a super artsy school
Mhm.
and super, even though it was in the South, like super diverse and a ton of people from a ton of different places. And it definitely lived up to that for sure.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I'm super glad I ended up in New Orleans. It definitely had a really, really great influence on me.
I'm
creatively,
sure
for
New Orleans was
sure.
happy to have you.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
got a wild New Orleans question for you, and I've been there plenty of times
Let's
too, because
go.
I got some Southern roots, but I'm
Yes.
from like Moscow, Russia originally.
Okay. Oh my
But I got
God,
like
yes.
dropped in Mississippi.
Yes.
So I
Okay,
get
okay.
you, girl. I get
One
you.
of my
It's
best
like a
friends is
fucking
from
foreign
Mississippi.
land.
Yes.
But like, did you ever perform on the streets? Like, you know,
That's a great
like
question.
'cause I
Funny
know-
Yeah.
thing.
Okay,
So I didn't sing any at all on the streets, but I grew up tap dancing.
yeah.
And when I first
dancing.
moved to New Orleans, my dad really encouraged me to like go busking and like tap dancing and stuff. So I would take this massive piece of wood that I found at like the theater workshop and would go like tap dance at Jackson Square and stuff.
Oh,
I was
awesome.
literally telling my friend the other day about
Where's
this.
the
'cause
video?
It was like, it's true. Proof is in the video.
Is it
But
on
I need
YouTube?
to no, definitely not on YouTube. I might have some like buried in my computer. But it was a super fun experience, and I made some money and like would go to dinner after. And I thought I was like,
So is that
So
like an
legit.
inspiration? You're like, I got the dance talent, my hips are moving. Like, now I'm gonna go and like record something.
It's crazy because like all my whole life I've been like dancing and singing, doing musical theater, like acting and everything. And it's funny how it's kind of like all brought me back to music and like coming to LA and just like kind of deciding to really like go for the music thing and everything, because it's kind of allowing me to like make my video and dance and choreograph and like come up with different concepts and stuff. So I'm really just like having so much fun.
That's so
with it.
amazing. So after you're singing, you're tapping, you're dancing, and probably backflips and like it's just I don't know. Probably your list like
Backflip scattered.
goes on and on. what are you working on like right now? Like, what are the projects that we can expect from you? What like?
I just dropped a single,
Okay.
so kind of like riding on that. And I just had a show on Saturday. So kind of just like promoting that and pushing that. But at the same time, like I have a couple of songs that I have recorded that I'm trying to release and stuff, but I feel like I've transitioned kind of like in my sound. So now I'm working with some new producers and some songwriters and stuff, and we're all collaborating. So honestly,
any cool names you can give us away? Are they top secret?
Honestly, like, yeah,
Anybody
top secret
big?
for now. But,
All right.
but yeah, just kind of like working on what could be an EP or an album. I'm not really sure.
And where were you performing? Like where?
At Perlita Village.
Okay.
It was a really cool setup in Atwater Village.
Oh, in Atwater.
Yeah,
what
yeah.
a really great
Which
neighborhood.
I know, and it was cool because I feel like a lot of people that wouldn't necessarily come across my music were there.
Absolutely.
Like different scene and stuff. So it was cool. It was super.
That's
like,
so awesome that you're
cool
like
setup.
gentrifying the
Yeah,
sound.
yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
So cool.
Let's
And
go.
what were you saying, Jason?
Oh, Marisa, I had a couple of incredible questions I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, of course. Go
As
for
an
it.
artist, I wanted to know, what is your ultimate passion as an artist? Like, what are you laying all out on the line for as far as your craft? And
Honestly, like just kind of like finding myself, you know, like through the art and like through that human connection that you get from just like live performance and like being there with people, you know, like, yeah, that's definitely my passion for sure.
I love that. Oh, that's great. Also, who is your most ultimate inspiration as an artist? So all of us as artists, I'm a master artist, so I've been influenced by Michelangelo, Leonardo da Vinci, artists from like 500 years ago have influenced me.
Yeah.
So what kind of artists influence you to who you are?
Definitely, if I had to pick one person, I would have to say Amy Winehouse, probably.
All right.
Because
All right.
even though, like, obviously it's a very unfortunate
I love her.
turn of events, but
Yeah.
just her lyricism, like straight up, just like the way she wrote music and the way she was just like on when she was on, you know, like just that passion that's like oozing through you when you're like on stage, like.
So whenever you're singing and you're on stage, are you incorporating English as well as Spanish together?
Yeah.
And
100%.
then what does that do to the audience?
It's cool because I can always like peep the people that speak Spanish, like when I switch and they're like, oh, I feel you, like I get it. But it's also so cool to see people like vibing to like what they don't understand. You know, it's like music is super universal and like everybody can just like be there together and jam and like you don't necessarily have to like understand what I'm saying, you know.
Yeah.
So I have a question. I mean, there's some things that are going on in Puerto Rico now.
100%.
Do you know where that's coming from? I mean, with the protesting and everything like that. I know it's a political question, but
100%.
I'm sure that it's affected his home.
100%. Puerto Rico has always undergone a lot of like just political corruption and like obviously like kind of where hasn't, you know, but recently this really, really bad like chat that was almost 900 pages got leaked and it was the governor and a ton of his associates just like being really just disgusting, honestly, like homophobic, misogynistic, like just, and it's the protests aren't like, obviously the chat has a lot to do with it, but it's just kind of like the last straw for like the island and the people of Puerto Rico. And actually today there was like a huge protest there.
That's what I'm talking about.
That people like stopped the highway and I wish I could have been there so bad. And I was like there in spirit. And I went to a protest out in LA and stuff. Like we're super like Boricuas, man. We stick together like and we're gonna make it through and like we're gonna get what we want for sure, which is the governor too.
I mean, I feel like, you know, the uprising that happened there is kind of what's happening around the world. It's just 100%. Like dominoes of different countries and different situations that are just flaring. I mean,
100%.
So,
we have to see the like good people rise up, you know. So like let's go.
So are we gonna hear some music about it or
oh my God. Yes. And I already have some songs that are kind of like not I wouldn't say like political, but a little more like feisty. But yes, and a ton of my friends that are musicians, and even my mom's a visual artist, and she's been like painting up a storm about it. Like, because everybody, it's just really
that's it. We were talking about that.
You know?
Yes,
I think that's what art was.
Yeah.
You know, like things will go onto the world, and it was up to the artists, us, to paint that picture, because 1,000 years or 100 years from now, someone's going to find that.
Yeah.
So it gets it. I think now is the time for artists to get back to that point of let's paint our times.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's write our times. Let's sing about our times.
Yeah.
So I think you got the prime lane to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Make a song about it. You know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Inspire the world.
Yes. And Jason knows that. Jason knows that.
That's why we create right there. Definitely.
Yes.
You know what? I had another question for you. Who is your ultimate competition? Who's at the highest level right now that you're like, man, you know what? I got to take them down from the throne. I got to take them down.
I don't know.
Yes.
I think I don't really have that. I feel like it sounds, but my biggest competition is kind of myself. You know, I feel like I'm in my own lane, you know, because I want to like work with the people that are on top right now. Not like, you know what I mean? Like I would kill to work with the people that are like, oh my God. Cause I really I wish I could be on stage with like.
Okay. So I'm going to tell it to you like this. The reason why I told it to you like that is because look, I grew up on hip hop culture.
Yeah.
Right.
100.
So if you really, really understand what hip hop culture is about, it's not, when I say about competitive rise.
Yeah.
So it's about, all artists at the top, they're going to be taken down by another artist. Another artist is rising, always rising, especially from the bottom up, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I know I'm here to actually dethrone Jeff Koons and Damian Hirst. They're at the top of the game, the financial side.
Yeah.
They got all the money,
Yeah.
but they don't got the skills and the talent like me. I know that. I tear them up.
Yeah.
We know that feeling
easy
as
work.
artists.
Yeah.
So that's why I asked in your mind, like as an artist, it makes you smart to know your competition, because that way it's going to show you how high you're going to rise.
Yeah.
It really is. So all you guys, so for me, I'm going to be like, yo, is she going to be greater than J-Lo? She definitely need to be greater than J-Lo for sure.
I love what she was
She's
just
gonna be
saying
greater than
about
Cardi
like
B.
I
No
want
pressure.
to
Come
be
on,
a part
no
of the
pressure.
unity and community.
Yeah.
That's what I live
Like
on.
I want to be standing
unity and
next to
community,
J-Lo.
'cause everybody's like
anywhere near
where Journey
J-Lo.
was bringing it back. Like there's all these fights,
Yeah.
and discussions going on, and I just would love to kind of like bring this to like a really nice close too. Because you stand for something bigger. It just hit so hard to where it was just like, I'm going to be working with those people side by side.
Right, but everybody
not everybody can do that, and then we all got to rise up, and you're rising up in so many different ways.
Yeah, so Catherine,
like, in order for
but I just got to say, Catherine, everybody has their own perspective. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, like, we're big empaths. I think we're all like three the same. Yeah. So I think what Jason was just trying to add in is like when you recognize and realize your worth, that you realize that you're just as good as J-Lo in your own way. Yeah. And once, like, just like when you said you were probably your biggest competition. Yeah. So it kind of like is aligning with what Jason said. Yeah. And that is
you even greater than J-Lo. J-Lo is just an example.
Yeah.
And then we're going to hear you on a track with J-Lo.
Yes. Oh my God. Stuff to that.
So we're just throwing out different perspectives.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you a question as soon as Catherine finishes. You were going to ask her a question?
Oh, no, that was...
you were just...
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to know, what do you want your supporters to know about you? What is the biggest... We already feel a lot, and you've already expressed a lot, and it's really beautiful, Marisa. But what is the key thing that you would want the supporters in all of the continents that are listening to you right now to know?
I don't know, that I'm like putting out music, you know, and that I'm like here to stay.
Journey, you're going to bring it,
No.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, 100%. And that like,
you know, it's stages to art. It's coming in, knowing that, wow, I got the talent to do this. Yeah. And then it's going to the next level and actually doing it. And then it's like, wow, I want to work with greats. And then it's like, wow, I want to defeat the greats. Yeah. So it's like levels. So everybody's right on the panel 100%. Because we're all artists. Yeah. We're all artists at the end of the day. But absolutely. I mean, and Jason speaking on it, I mean, he's at a level of like, he can see the gods at this point. You'll be at that level as well. Yeah. Absolutely. You know, so
I hope so.
No, it's gonna happen. If you don't, if we don't give up, it's going to rise.
Yeah. And hard work pays off, you know, and I definitely believe that. So, yeah.
Okay. So with that saying, this is a nice segue. I think Jason should answer this question or ask this question.
Yes.
What's the last question?
Oh, okay. You know what, Marisa? So beautiful, so talented, so amazing. I see you way, but you're going to be way bigger than J-Lo. Any of these girls out there, Cardi B, all the, what? No, they can't stop you. They can't stop you. They can. No one can stop you from rising all the way to the top. Yeah, you're gonna be there just like me. Where can they find you? Where can they find you?
Yes. All of my stuff is up on SoundCloud, and you can find everything under Marisa Nieto or under my Instagram. That is absolutely. At Marisa with 1 S .Nieto. Yeah,
absolutely.
And everything is on there. Yeah.
That's Nieto, Nieto, everyone.
Yes.
Find it. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Because when you click on her stuff, you're going to be so happy.
Yay.
So I got to ask this. I mean, since you brought us in with a rap, can you take us out with one?
Yes. Let's go.
This is not just any show. This is your show right now.
More snaps, right?
Let's go. Boom.
Yes.
Snap it up.
Yes.
Snap it up.
Y anda preguntando, no estoy aguantando si esto es lo correcto que se supone que yo esté haciendo. ¿Qué estás haciendo? Y tú mira, echa pa'lante, maybe ya te encante, sigue tu camino y escoge tu destino que tú sabes. Si es que dices que sabes.
Hey, there you have it. Digital radio, sound, art, and expression, and visual. Let's give it up.
Yes.
Let's give it up.
All right. So beautiful.
Yes, thank you.
Yo, we will be back.
Amazing.